Hey everyone, you're welcome to today's episode on the Viral Lagos podcast. And I think it's the part where we have the drum rolls. Come on, let's have some drum rolls. All right, nice. I'm alone today. I'm going to be doing this on my own, but I know I'm not on my own actually, because I know you're here with me. You are connecting with me and we're making this happen together. So if this is your first time on this podcast, I want to say thank you. Thanks for joining us. So here on this podcast, what we do is just to talk about influencer marketing and how content is changing how we consume media. And how the internet is making everything go viral and high virality is changing marketing, right? So today I'm going to be talking about influencer marketing in Nigeria, right? I'm just going to talk about influencer marketing, break it down in pieces, who an influencer is, who a brand ambassador is. So people have asked me, what's the difference between a brand and a brand ambassador and an influencer, right? We're going to talk about that. And people have said, what does it take to be an influencer? So all that we talked about, everything about influencer marketing. So just sit back and enjoy the conversation. Please do not forget to watch other videos that we have done explaining and talking about influencer marketing and how it's growing really fast. We've had a few awesome guests on the show. I'm sure you want to go back and consume some of those content. So we just dive straight into the conversation today. But before we go, please, you know the drill. Please like this video. Give us a thumbs up. You can share. And please subscribe to our channel. I'm really begging you to subscribe to our channel. Straight on. So what is influencer marketing? First, I'll say my name is Osahon Kelvin. My friends call me Telo. I'm an influencer, right? I'm influencing your mindset, right? I'm influencing what you believe about influencer marketing, right? Basically, that's what influencer marketing is. So a very simple analogy or a simple definition will be is when you kind of advertise a product or service, right? Or when you kind of place a product or service for sale through the influence of an individual, right? So you see that my definition is not that influencer marketing is getting influencers to do marketing, So we're all influencers in our own different ways, right? We're able to influence people's decisions. We're able to influence people's mindset about a particular thing, right? So and every one of us, we're all influencers. I'm sure you watching me right now, or you listening wherever you're listening from, you have a Facebook account, right, or an IG or a TikTok account, right? So you are able to post and get a few likes. So you're an influencer. So there are different kinds of influencers. We have the nano influencers, people who have a certain level of threshold of followers. Really, the bandwidth here is really small, right? Between 0 to 100 nano influencers, micro influencers as well, right? Then we have the mega influencers, right? So the mega influencers are the people that we usually will call influencers. Those who have from 100K, 50K, 10K, right? People who really, when they make a post, they get a large number of likes, they get a large number of retweets and shares, right? So they can actually make something trend, right? So we'll now see how these people are able to influence and really help us to change our minds or make a decision regarding certain topics. Now it's clear, right, that these guys, influencers who have defined, but even it narrows down to the smallest people who are on social media, right? We are not just influencing people's minds or people's decisions on products alone, right? Trends, socio-economic trends, political trends as well are being influenced when we talk about influencer marketing, right? So for instance, the election, there are different people on the internet who belong to different parties, right? Who belong to different ideologies, right? So some people are articulated, some people are obedient, some people are batified, right? So these people, they have they are influencers, right, of people based on what they believe in, based on what they stand for, and based on the ideology, right, that they represent. So that is basically what influencer marketing is in a nutshell.
Small businesses and enterprises can now receive borderless payments from customers anywhere in the world. Skrape is a crypto payment gateway that allows businesses to receive payments globally with cryptocurrency. Skrape allows you to collect payments on your website and app through our decentralized engine and gives you the ability to receive payments instantly into any wallet provider of your choice. You can also create a payment link and receive instant settlements, avoid long settlement cycles, and sign up on Skrape today. Join thousands of other Skrape users and begin to enjoy speedy service. Skrape is your crypto payment buddy.
Right, since the internet became a thing in Nigeria, since social media specificity became a thing in Nigeria, we've gotten to see that people have come on social media, create content, and we begin to enjoy this media, and we begin to consume them more. Now in homes, most people are consuming more of YouTube, and they're consuming more of skit makers, right? So skit makers are influencers, right? Content creators who really are not creating skits are influencers. Dancers are influencers because they have a large number of followers, and they can decide what's cool and what's not cool. So let's take influencer marketing away from the internet, and let's take it to TV, to the TV era, right? So people who influenced pop culture, people who created culture, who created rap music, musicians, right? Who created a whole era of hip hop, right? So they influenced the kind of words that the kids used on the streets. They influenced the kind of dress codes that people actually did use on the streets. Also, take it away from the streets and hip hop. Would go to Hollywood and see how very, very shiny actors, I can't remember anyone right now, but imagine a typical Hollywood rom-com where there's a shining superhero, right, that dressed a certain type of way, and the ladies just love the way he dressed in that movie. And you see after some time, the guys will begin to dress that certain type of way as well. And also, we could take it a notch higher and give the example of superheroes, right? And for instance, we would say Batman, right? And all of a sudden, all the kids felt like they were heroes, and they kind of wanted to imbibe the core values of Batman. And basically that's what influencing is, right? So because the internet has democratized access to content for a lot of people, it's easy for us to access content from all over the world, and because the algorithm is set such a way that whatever has the highest clicks in terms of likes and shares gets spread very easily. So people who have certain ideologies and who have certain messages that is quite more entertaining against traction the fastest kind of get more attention. They become the mega influencers, right? So who's an influencer and who's a brand ambassador? So I'll define it this way. A brand ambassador basically can be anybody. So the staff of a company can be a brand ambassador, right? The CEO, the management, right? They can be brand ambassadors. They believe in a thing, they believe in the ethos, the core values of that product or of that company, and they kind of live it out and they deliver those values out to their customers. Now, if they get a celebrity who they say, you know what, this is what we do, right? We do this and we want you to join us, right? She basically will come to the office every day. So you represent us in events. You just do a few photo shoots. You put us on your various platforms, right? So that person is a brand ambassador. He becomes a brand ambassador. Basically, that person is influencing his own community, right, to adopt the values of that brand, right? So anybody can be a brand ambassador, right? But what we are doing at the end of the day is we are actually influencing our communities, right? So for the purpose of definition, right? For definition purposes, would say that a brand ambassador is somebody who has some sort of deal with a brand or product, right? For a longer period of time than an influencer, right? Then an influencer is somebody who just gets a gig, right, for a certain period of time, which is not as long as that of an ambassador. So if an ambassador is paid a certain amount of money, it's usually long term, and the rewards are usually heavier than that of an influencer, which is more short term, right? So this is basically what an influencer, who an influencer is, and who a brand ambassador is. So why is influencer marketing a thing? Why is everybody now talking about influencer marketing? Should we pay attention to influencer marketing? Is this an industry that's worth looking at? I mean, do you need to have mega bucks before you could run influencer marketing campaigns? These are the things we'll be talking about in the second episode of this very topic, which is influencer marketing in Nigeria. So we'll look at trends, look at the latest trends, and maybe do some sort of predictive trends as to what's going to be happening in the market, right? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this episode. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions on influencer marketing, you're looking for how to develop a strategy, or looking for anything, right, even on in the broader spectrum of influencer marketing, do not forget to maybe write us, right? Our email is down there. Reach out to us in any way you can. You can comment, right? Ask us a question. We'll be there to respond as soon as we can, right? Thank you so much. See you next time.